Alright, number 38, we're given these two functions f of x equals x plus 9 and g of x equals x squared minus 89. Find f over g of x in simplest form and state its domain. So first thing we're going to do here is write it out in this form, which is just saying f of x over g of x. Alright, so let's make sure we replace these terms now. So f of x is going to be x plus 9 over, and we've got x squared minus 81. Alright, now right away, let's go ahead and factor out x squared minus 81. Whenever you have a fraction, you're looking for things to factor out. X squared minus 81, if we factor that out, you will see that it is going to be the same thing as x plus 9 over x squared minus 81 factors out to x plus 9 times x minus 9. See, if I were to do it right over here, x squared minus 81. A equals 1, b equals 0, and c is negative 81. And if I drew the x box, a times c is in the top, negative 81. B is in the bottom. It has to add up to 0, so I know the number is going to be the same, just one positive, one negative. So it's going to be plus 9 and minus 9. So that lets me know my answer is x plus 9, x minus 9, which is what I wrote right there. Alright, anyways, continuing from here. First, whenever you find the domain of a fraction, before you start, we're going to find the domain first, okay? Remember, normally the domain is all real numbers, right? But with a fraction, sometimes you can't use all real numbers. What we're going to do is we're going to take all the terms on the bottom. See, on the bottom here we have x plus 9 and we have x minus 9. Take each of those and set it equal to 0. So x plus 9 equals 0. So I'm going to solve this out. Minus 9 minus 9. X equals negative 9. So I found one x value. Next we've got x minus 9, right? X minus 9 equals 0. Add 9, and x equals 9. So I just found that x equals negative 9, x equals 9. What is the point of that? That tells me these answers right here, these are numbers that are not included in the domain. So my answer is going to be, for state the domain, it's going to be all real numbers that are not equal to negative 9 and 9. So I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. Boom, here's my set, my domain. Domain. It's going to be like this. All real numbers that are not equal to negative 9 and 9. Because if I use negative 9 or 9, the denominator, the bottom, is going to be 0. And you can't divide by 0 in a fraction. So that's why we do that first. Alright, now let's finish the problem out then. Now that we see that was factored out, we can see that there's some common terms. Look at this. X plus 9 is up here, right? And x plus 9 is on the bottom as well. So I can just cross that out. Boom. That leaves me with 1 on top because there's just nothing there anymore. And on the bottom, I'm left with x minus 9. So the simplest form, f over g of x, is 1 over x minus 9. And the domain is all real numbers that are not equal to negative 9 and 9.